Guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been, I think, 4 months, 3 months, but we're in a new year, so I have not uploaded on my channel in so long, and I just want to apologize first of all, but I also want to thank you guys for being so sweet and nice with your comments when I told you that I'd be taking a little bit of a break. So I really appreciate the support that I get from this channel. You guys are so sweet, and it just makes me want to come back more. So I did take a little bit of a break. I just had a lot of personal things going on, but I will be getting slowly but surely back into vlogging. I have been taking like some small clips of things that I've been doing, but I don't think it's enough to put into one full vlog. So maybe when I do like a weekly vlog, I'll kind of feature some of those things in it. We can figure it out. I did a kind of chit chat get ready with me. This is basically my everyday makeup routine. I kind of just went over it, and towards the middle of the video I kind of just talk about what's been going on. But yeah, before I get into it, I just want to show you guys some products that I actually received from Lily Silk. Okay, so Lily Silk, you can find a ton of different things on their websites. You have bed sheets, you have pajamas, you have clothes, hair ties, pillowcases, which is actually what I'm going to be showing you guys now. So I've been using their pillowcase for I think since October, and I really do love it. I really love silk pillowcases, and this is 100% mulberry silk, by the way. It is really good for your hair. I obviously I wear a bonnet, but sometimes I get a little lazy, so I just like to sleep on the silk pillowcase because the bonnet falls off at night, okay? And with the silk pillowcase, it is there to protect my hair just in case the bonnet or the scarf falls off. It's also really good for your skin, and I find a lot of times with cotton pillowcases, it dries my hair out and it just causes a lot of irritation to my skin. So these silk pillowcases can definitely help prevent breakouts, and it is also really good for your hair. I also have some of these silk scrunchies. I really like using these. If my hair is not down like this, I'd say 80% of the time my hair is in a ponytail or a bun, and I was finding that the regular, ponytail holders were pulling out my hair. So I really love using silk scrunchies, especially if you're someone who wears your hair up a lot. These are really good. It doesn't snag at your hair as well, and I find that these don't put a dent in my hair. You know how if your hair is straight and you wear just a regular ponytail holder, it'll give you like that dent and you have to re-straighten your hair. So I find that these do not do those as much. And I also have a really pretty blue blouse. You guys see I kind of went with this all kind of baby gray tone blue. I think it's so pretty. This blouse is such great quality. It feels so soft and it is so pretty. I really think that that blouse is going to be very nice during the summer. I was thinking like a pair of jeans and maybe a white tank top underneath. It is thin enough to, I believe, wear it during the summer. Like it feels nice and breezy and breathable. So I will link all of the Lily Silk stuff down below. Like I said before, they do offer other things, like I believe they have tank tops. They also have bed sheets, so if you want like a full silk bed, like that's goals right there. But I would definitely start off with the pillowcase. I definitely invest in a nice silk pillowcase. I think in the long run it's going to hold up nice. I do not put the pillowcase in the wash machine. I do hand wash it. I just use Dawn dish soap, to be quite honest. I feel like it gets it really clean, and I do let it air dry. You can iron it, but I find when I iron it, it still looks a little wrinkly. So if you want it to be super crisp, you can iron it, but I can't really get the wrinkles out that well with the iron. But I've washed it, I'd say maybe 5-10 times. That's a big jump, but I've washed it around 10 times and it still is holding up really nicely. I just wash it in like a Tupperware bowl. I put some water in it. I kind of just like scrub it very lightly, not too hard, and it gets pretty clean. So yeah, I will link all of Lily Silk's stuff down below. Thank you guys so much for sending over these products, and yeah. Okay, so oh my god. So if I'm not wearing my hair straight like this, I'll just use the Lily Silk scrunchies. They don't really give me a dent. And I think I might curl my hair today, so I'm gonna use that. And yeah, so for my base, I find that my makeup sometimes has been looking very dry, so I really like to add a lot of moisture. So I've been using this Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. This is my second bottle, and I don't find that this brightens my skin, but this gives my skin a really nice glow, especially under makeup. I believe this is meant to be a makeup primer as well, so really love this. And then I also use the Too Faced Hangover RX. I do 2 pumps of this, and just that is my base for my makeup. So for foundation, of course, I have the NARS Soft Matte Cream. I have that in Tahoe, and I have this Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer and the shade Tawny. And I've been mixing these two because I feel like the NARS one is just a tad, like just a touch too dark. So I like to mix in this Laura Mercier one, just like that. I'm just gonna take my finger and just mix it all together. And then I literally just start to like paint my face. And then I also use this Too Faced lip injection. I used to use the little like red sucker thing. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I used to love that thing. But I don't really feel like I need to use it that much. And I feel like the Too Faced thing doesn't do that great of a job, but I kind of just like it because it's out of habit. And my favorite setting spray right now is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush one. I think this is like my second bottle of this, so I like to spray my foundation while it's wet, because I'm going to be wearing a mask, and I feel like this really helps lock it in. And I started using this new Sonia Kashuk beauty blender. I got this from Target. I think this is around like $5. And I was like, there's no way I'm paying $20 for a beauty blender. Like, I was actually out of my mind for spending that much. So I feel like with the Glow Recipe Niacinamide, I feel like it gives my face like this satin finish as opposed to it just being super matte. So that's why I really like it. And this beauty sponge does such a great job blending everything out. Like, it's so good. I like to use this Kosas. This is just a concealer. I am in the shade 7.5, and this matches my skin tone pretty well. So I do have some hyperpigmentation around here, and I find that the mask, this is where it tends to rub off the most, kind of like on the cheek area, because when you're talking. So I like to add a little bit more coverage around here, because this is the first area where my makeup, like, you know, tends to wear off. And I'm also going to use this under my eyes as well. I've seen so many people rave about this concealer. I really do like it, but I find that it still does crease on me. Like, no matter how well I set my concealer, it always creases. Like, I could literally bake, but I don't really like baking because then it makes my under eyes look so dry. So I'm not a huge fan of baking. I'm gonna take that same concealer and put it underneath my eye, just make a little triangle. And this sponge is huge, so it blends out everything pretty fast. Okay, I'm gonna take this Juvias Place concealer. This shade, specifically 13, was sold out for so long. When I first ran out of it, when I went to go visit my best friend in Virginia, like, that was the only place I could find it. And then I had to order this online. So I ordered 2 of them during, I think, their Black Friday sale. Because I don't know why this shade specifically is always sold out. This shade is like literally perfect. This is my no makeup concealer and I just love it. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and I mix 3 different powders. So I have this Laura Mercier, I have 2 Laura Mercier powders. I have the translucent honey and I have the translucent medium deep. This is the glow one, so this one has a little bit of glitter in it. And then I also use this Beauty Bakery pinch of flour in cassava. This is the yellow one. I purchased this from Target. All 3 of these powders, I don't know what it does, but it makes the perfect shade. So the Beauty Bakery one, even though it's yellow, but it's not too yellow. And then the translucent honey, I feel like should be more yellow, but it's not. It's like more of a beige. So I feel like the beige and yellow kind of mix together. And then the medium deep is obviously a darker color, and it has that shimmer, so it doesn't look so dry underneath the eyes. I remember the first time I tried a shimmery product underneath my eyes and it just looked so good. Like, it just wasn't this stark, pale, dry under eye powder. So I really like mixing these 3 together, and I just store it in this Beauty Bakery container because I was just mixing it every single time I did my makeup, and it's so much easier just to have it in this sifter. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna set my under eyes with. And this Juvias Place one blends out so nicely. Like, I just love it. But this still does crease on me. Like I said before, I feel like everything creases. Okay, so I like to kind of just stamp it in with this first brush, and then I'll always look up so I get right underneath. But I try not to put too much because I have a problem of tearing up. Like, as soon as I finish my makeup, my eyes are probably gonna tear up. I don't know why, but it always does that, and it always like starts to crease. So I try not to hit my eye too much. And I just take a more fluffy brush with just a little bit of product, and I just press back in there. And then I go around my nose and around my mouth too, because like I said, these are the areas that tend to like come off quicker. So I really set it with this loose powder around here, because my all over face powder is a little bit darker than my actual face, at least like the middle point. So I try to bring it out as much as I can, and then I'll set the rest of the areas with my face powder. And I feel like since these areas are a little bit lighter, it kind of just like mixes in with the face powder so it doesn't look too light everywhere else. Okay, so I'm just gonna go about my makeup routine. I will link the stuff that I'm using down below, just so I can talk to you guys, because I believe this is gonna be a chit chat kind of video. So today is January 12th. It is a Wednesday and it is 2:52. I have not put up a video, I think, since October. So a lot has been going on, a lot of stuff, which I feel like some stuff I probably won't talk about because it's more personal, but just a lot of things have been going on. I had stopped vlogging a little bit because I was trying to focus on lashing, and even though I was doing the weekly vlogs, which are so much easier than daily vlogs because you can put all the clips together, I was just getting a little bit overwhelmed with everything. I was getting a little bit overwhelmed with my business because I think I spoke to you guys about this. I was just getting a certain type of client, and I was just kind of getting very frustrated, and it was getting to the point where I didn't even want to take people because I felt like they just weren't respecting my rules, and they were just, you know, being inconsiderate. And also I was getting a little frustrated with my work, but I have finally moved past that because a lot of those clients that I was having issues with before aren't coming back, which I don't think it has anything to do with me, or maybe it does, but I've talked about the situations that have bothered me, and I felt like I have been pretty professional with all of them. So I'm not too upset that they didn't come back because I just think we probably weren't meant to be client and, you know, lash artist. So yeah, but the clients that I do have, I am so happy with. A lot of the girls that I have now have been with me since the summer of last year, and I'm very happy with all the clients that I have. I have been getting people through word of mouth, which I find very interesting because I thought that a lot of my clients would be through Instagram, because I really did, like, I try my hardest to post, well, before I was trying my hardest to post like as much as I could and like really like cohesive content, and I was doing like the Instagram ads and the Facebook ads, and I was advertising on Facebook Marketplace. But I find a lot of clients come through referrals, so like through friends, and it's actually really helpful because I feel like you can kind of get an idea of who the client is based off who referred them. And all the referrals I've got have been really nice. So I've just been doing that. I actually have someone coming later today at 4, so that's why I'm doing my makeup now, because I don't think I'll have enough time because I'm going out after my client comes. So I'm doing my makeup now, and just so I don't have to rush when I'm done. But yeah, I've just been focusing on the lashing. I've been really trying to just get better at it, and I know it takes a while. Like, I have so much respect for someone who learns a new skill, because like when I first started, I really thought it was going to be easy, and it is not easy. At least for me, it wasn't. It took me a lot of practice, and I still have a lot of things that I want to learn, and I definitely want to add some more services to my menu. That's one of my goals for this year, is to add a new service. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet, but I definitely want to add something new. And I really commend anyone who is running their own small business or starting something new. Like, it can be so hard and so frustrating when you feel like you're not picking it up faster, as fast as others, because that's how I felt. Like, I remember the first one of the first volume clients that I did, which was a paying client. Like, it took me almost 3-4 hours to do her full set, which wasn't even that full, and I was using Easy Fan lashes. And if you know anything about lashing, they're easy, but they also, to me, they don't last as long, and they don't fan as well. So I was using those, and it just took me forever to do, and I was getting so frustrated. And I finally felt that I was making some progress, because a girl that I was doing volume on, she kind of told me, she was like, oh yeah, like I really love your work, but she was like, she said she was kind of getting bored, but I didn't take offense to it. It was just that the volume that I was doing on her, like, it didn't really have any texture. It was kind of just like, I really don't know how to explain it, but a couple fills back is when she was like, wow, they like really look good. And that's when I started to realize, okay, hey, I'm actually making progress, I'm actually getting better. And it really did motivate me, because I really want to make my clients happy, but I also want to put out work that I'm happy with. I have done so many sets that I did not like, and I feel like the sets that I'm putting out now, I really do love, and I feel like my clients really do love them. So if you are looking to start something new, just keep going. It will be a year next month that I started like taking clients, like paying clients, and I'm really excited to see what happens for me. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I'm really excited to see the progress that I'm going to make this year, because I would have never imagined like having this many people coming in, or just the progress that I've already made. So I'm really excited for 2022. Side note, I love this Charlotte Tilbury blush. Like, it's so pretty. I really love that flushed look. And I like to put it on the apples of my cheeks, because sorry, I'm saying so much. I feel like when I drag it too much up here, it kind of makes my face shape look weird. And I feel like I've almost perfected my everyday makeup routine, so I've been really liking how my makeup has been coming out lately. And just for that extra like glow right in the center, I like to use this MAC Hush Tone Extra Dimension blush. And this is like a shimmery blush, so I just like to stick it right here. Just got a little shimmer to it. Okay, so all the products I'm about to use are from Charlotte Tilbury, by the way. I really love her stuff. It's really good. She is expensive, but I don't know. I've been using it consistently and I really do love it. I do have some vlog clips, but it's definitely inconsistent because I did end up getting sick. I ended up getting sick and it wasn't actually too bad. I got my booster and then I started to feel sick, and it basically just felt like the common cold but with a huge headache. Like that's what it felt like. So we were supposed to actually have a New Year's Eve party or like Christmas party, but we ended up canceling it because we were afraid that we would get other people sick. And New York has been crazy. They recently, not recently, but in December they had SantaCon, and I think between SantaCon and AnimeCon, a lot of people ended up getting sick, and I think we have a huge spike now with COVID cases. So I feel like everybody and their mother is sick or has been sick at some point within this past month. So we've just been recovering from that, and tomorrow I actually have to go to a funeral. It is a family member's funeral, so I actually have to do that. I have to get up in the morning to go because it's going to be in Long Island, so I have to do that. Tonight, I think, did I mention this? We're going to a birthday dinner / bowling. So that should be fun. That's why I'm kind of getting ready early so that I can have everything up and on. But as far as the vlog clips, let me know if you guys would want me to. I don't think it's enough footage to like make a weekly vlog because a lot of them are just like kind of clips from my day. It's not really me talking, so maybe I can add them, but it's nothing like, you know, I don't think it's enough to make up a weekly vlog. Like I wasn't really talking in any of them. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face again. I wanna kind of put my hair back because I just did it this morning. Okay, so the reason why I think I like my makeup better is because I feel like I'm trying to accentuate my natural features more, and I find that I don't like anything too harsh on my face. I think I've always been used to applying more than I need because I would always film videos, so it was kind of hard to see my makeup, so I had to apply it extra heavy, and I feel like the softer I do it, the better my face comes out, because I cannot tell you how long I have struggled with doing my makeup and me just thinking that I'm a completely hideous person, okay? So I feel like I have kind of got it down pat. So with my brows, I have been doing them a little bit more straight. There is a little bit of an arch, but not too much, and I feel like I don't over pluck them as much. I love a very thin brow, like I just love it, but I feel like it makes me look a little bit older in a way. And when my brows are too dark, like especially in the front and just overall, it just makes my face look so harsh. I don't know what it is, but I just find the lighter I do them, the more natural they look and the better it ends up making my face look. So I like to use this Charlotte Tilbury brow lift in natural black. You definitely don't need to use a Charlotte Tilbury brush because these brushes are expensive. The only reason why I'm using it is because I got it in PR. But this is a very chubby brow pencil, and I kind of just line it right underneath there. I'll use my finger and literally just buff it out. And I'll just go on the end, just pull it down. And then for the top, I actually draw downwards, like this. And then I'll just go in and brush it. So basically that's really it. Yeah, so I find the less sculpted my brows are and the more like easygoing they are, I just feel like it fits my face so much better. I don't sculpt them out with concealer. I used to do that all the time and they just looked ridiculous on my face. I like this kind of like feathered look, and yeah, I don't like to put too much product in the front because I feel like it makes me look angry when my brows are too dark, or it just makes me look, I just look too serious. I don't know what it is, but just the softer they are, the better. And I think the more they grow out, like down here, the less I'll have to fill them in. And I only fill them in like honestly where I need it. But yeah, I really wish that I never got my brows microbladed. The girl that did my brows, she was so sweet, but I think that as you get older, your brow shape kind of changes, and I'm definitely following my natural brow more now as opposed to what I wanted fucking like 6 years ago. So I know it's so much easier just to get up with microbladed brows, but if you haven't, I wouldn't suggest doing it because your brow shape, you might want to change your whole makeup style in a couple years. So just wait on it. Okay, so I recently got back into eyeliner. I used to love black liquid liner, black wings, and then I got into dark line. I got into brown liner because of my best friend. She only wore brown liner, I think, on the bottom, and now she wears it on top, I believe. So I started doing brown liner, which I love, and I was still doing the cat eye, like a very high, very swooped, and I really love that. But I find when I do a cat eye, my eyes actually look droopy because I'm not doing the right liner for my face shape. And whenever like I get lash extensions with cat eye, it always makes my eyes droopy. That's why I don't do lash extensions anymore, because I just feel like no matter what I do, it always makes my eyes look droopy. So what I started doing was I actually bring my liner down this way. So instead of it going up, I do it down here, and it fits my eye shape so much better. And I really like how it looks. I also love to use this NYX Epic Wear. I used to love the CoverGirl eyeliner. I don't remember the exact name, but it was just, the brown was almost black, which I didn't like. And I think it transferred a little bit, but this one I find doesn't give any transfer on the bottom lash line. So, and this is in the shade brown. And this is also waterproof too. Like, this is a little hard to get off with soap and water, so definitely if you're gonna wear this, make sure that you're oil cleansing. So this is a brush applicator. I really don't like felt brushes. I just feel like they don't work for me. And I'm just gonna follow like my natural eye shape because my eyes kind of like right at the end turn down a little bit, so I'm just basically going to follow that downwards. You guys see it? It's like so small, but I just love it. And I'm gonna thinly line my top line. Okay, so my left eye always comes out a little bit thicker just because this eye is shaped a little bit different than this one. And then I like to use this Charlotte Tilbury Quad in the Queen of Glow. This is such a pretty palette. It's wild expensive. It's like $50, but I think I purchased this during the sale actually. And I like to use this reddish brown, and I'll basically just kind of go over the wing so it's a little bit thicker, and I feel like it lightens the liner a little bit. Okay, so I feel like the down eyeliner just looks so much better. Now the next biggest thing is my mascara. So I love these Dr. Mascara Fixers. These are by Etude House. These are so amazing. First of all, they keep my lashes curled all day. So this is the one that holds the curl, and the blue one is, it adds like little fiber, so it kind of makes your lashes longer. So I love mixing these two together. These are colorless, so you have to put another mascara on top of them. So they're kind of like primers. So with my lashes, I kind of just turn my curler up like this, and I'll kind of twist it inwards just so that they kind of turn inwards a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the pink one first, and I need to buy a new one. So it's like a gel. And when I put it on my lashes, I push my lashes towards my nose basically. So I'll go up and then I'll pull them inward. Make sure if you get this on your skin, wipe it off immediately because it will dry down white. And once it's dry, it won't come off. Literally, unless you like scrub some oil on there, and by that time your makeup's just gonna be ruined. Now I'm gonna take the blue one. I don't apply too much of this, but just enough. And the same thing, just kind of pushing it inwards. Okay, you see it added like some length right at the top. So I love to use this L'Oreal Telescopic. I really like this because the brush is so thin. So this is the first layer of mascara I do. Brush upwards and then make sure you turn it inwards. I like doing this because I feel like it separates your lashes and it makes you look more doll-like. Like it just opens everything up. And then I take this Pillow Talk push-up mascara, and I feel like this adds volume. And I don't push the mascara in there too hard because the mascara can give like that black outline to your eyes, and I don't like it to look too dark. And sometimes if I feel like my mascara looks too dark, I'll go in with this Maybelline Total Temptation, and this is in the shade Deep Cocoa Intense, and I'll kind of just add a little bit of brown to the lashes so they don't look too black. Okay, so that is pretty much done for the face. I'll probably fix my eyeliner a little bit because it did get taken off with the eyelash curler, and I don't like my eyes to look smoky because I feel like they just look droopy. So now for the best lip combination ever. So I'm going to be using MAC's Cork lip liner, and I think that this, like, my top lip is very dark compared to my bottom, so I feel like I have this natural lip liner, and I feel like this kind of matches my lip color pretty well. So I'm just going to go over the top. I don't want my Cupid's bow to be like too defined or harsh. So I don't line the bottom lip, but what I like to do is I make a face like this and I'll get right in these inner corners. I don't know what it does, but I feel like it kind of makes my lips look longer on the ends, and I just like how it looks. So I don't know, I think it does something. And I'll just gently do the bottom. Now for gloss, Dolly by Buxom. You guys know I'm obsessed with Buxom glosses, and this right here, my battery's gonna die, so we'll get back. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm gonna use this Dolly by Buxom. I absolutely love the Buxom lip glosses. I feel like they give a little bit of plum, and I just really love their shade range. my go-to color before was Hot Toddy. So I stopped using that like actually a couple years ago, and I would use the shade, I think it's called Peach Bellini. I would mix that in with another nude color. But I picked this up I picked this up during the last VIB Rouge sale. And I love this because it's nude, but it also has a pink tint to it, and I really love pink lips. I am steering more towards pink as opposed to nude. Like, the nude has to have more of a pinky tone to it, so I just love how this looks. And compared to my natural lip color, at least on the bottom, I feel like it matches very well. I think that's why I love it so much. Okay, and that is pretty much it for my everyday makeup routine. My eyes are a little bit more smoky than I would like. I think because when I was curling them, my eyeliner kind of got a little bit messed up. But otherwise, this is pretty much it. I really love it. If I wasn't filming this video, it would probably only take me about 20, I wouldn't say 15, about 20 minutes to do. So very easy, very quick. I feel like it fits and like just fits my face very well. And yeah, so all the products that I mentioned will be listed down below. If you guys have any questions and also video recommendations, please comment them down below. And yeah, I will also link Lily Silk down below for you guys to check out, and I'll talk to you guys next time.